Well, good morning. It is another cold Minnesota morning here. It is 15 degrees. It is March 29th, I believe. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know something that came to my attention recently and was on my heart, was on my mind, and that was the principle of a dirty yes versus a clean no. So I recently had a project that was happening for me in which I felt, that my plate was pretty much full as it was. And then I was approached with an opportunity to continue to add to that plate through various avenues. And, in any other circumstances, it would have been a very good opportunity. I do have a tendency to want to take on projects and want to say yes to people and be a people pleaser. And I'm always grateful anytime these things come along. But I have learned over time and in the past that by saying yes to pretty much any and all things, whatever the intent might be, it can get me into some situations that I'm not super comfortable with, because I have a tendency to say yes and then become very stretched and then kind of regret having said yes to that in the first place. So with that history and knowing myself, I decided to politely decline this opportunity. I feel good about that. I feel that I'm at a reasonable point as far as saturation goes with my current commitments, and being balanced and being mindful of that. So I bring this to your attention because there are going to be situations in life that you're going to want to say yes to, and you're going to want to commit to these things, and you're going to want to do a good job, and you're going to do these things very well, because we tend to be social creatures and we want to get along with others and have people like us, let's just be honest, and put that kind of energy back into the world. But what happens is you say yes too many times, and you end up kind of hurting yourself in a way, because you think about, you only got 24 hours in a day, you only got so much time, you only have so much energy, you have to take care of yourself first before you can help others. And I think what happens sometimes is we kind of lose sight of that and take on more than we need. We get through that, we survive, but at the end, it's not maybe 100% of what we could have done, or there's a cost along the lines somewhere. Another example that might work for you is I was in graduate school not too long ago. At the same time, in my stage of life, I was also working and had a family, so things were pretty much saturated to begin with. And of course, in school, there's volunteer opportunities and there's additional work that you can do. You can take on roles, especially with group projects. I know that might be a trigger word for some of us. Anyways, I actually don't mind group projects. I think that they work out good, and I usually would take on some kind of additional role, or I would like to lean in and help others if I felt that they were struggling, or if they were struggling. But there was a couple of instances where I guess I was in a good mood and had a lot of energy when I said yes to taking on a certain role, and then life happened. The baby wasn't sleeping, or I had additional things going on at work, and I was just tired and exhausted. And of course, once you get back home, that school is still waiting for you. The project plus other obligations in that. So that's the principle. It is basically a clean no is giving yourself permission to politely decline extending yourself and your energy for something or someone else. And you're doing this with the best of intentions, and it's basically what is best for everyone, yourself and that person or that group. A dirty yes, or committing to something, is perhaps either knowing up front or after the fact, soon after the fact, of saying yes or accepting to take on something that you soon realize that maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But we live and learn, and these things probably are going to happen. We try every day. We try every day. We try every day to get better and use this experience going forward as a tool and a filter, with our lives and that. So I wanted to reach out with that little bit of encouragement and kind of that experience for you. So hopefully that helps. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.